Alright, so today, after a good reflection, I got clarity on a mindset that is helping me a lot right now with dealing with failure and with different kinds of uncertain situations. Then I also prioritized my tasks like crazy and got as many things done. More specifically, I worked on my space mission simulator, SpaceWise, and I really defined or tried to define when am I gonna do what. I try to prioritize the core features and how is the MVP gonna work, how is the prototype going to look like. And yeah, I did not do much more because I was the whole day at school, but it is what it is. Life is life. So yeah, with nothing else to say, let's get into the video. Let's go. It's 4:26 a.m. in the morning. Of course, it's in the morning, but right now I'm gonna drink a little bit of my creatine and salt and water, and after that I'm gonna start working. So yesterday I had planned many things, such as you see here, and if we go to Notion, which I don't have open, so 1 second. Alright, so as you see, I prioritized everything. I put the tasks that I want to do. I put exactly when do I plan on doing them and when I plan to finish them, and I tried to give myself a little bit of margin time, you know, so it's better that way. Now I'm going to start doing this, and this is basically reflections, many reflections on things that have happened a couple of days ago, and that's really important because I need to learn and I need to find my mistakes and be aware of them. Then I'm going to be trying to see what's the magnitude of the code that I'm going to write and how am I going to approach it, how am I going to approach the learning. Then I'm going to try to do research on how to train my mind, on how to do workouts, mental workouts, just as like in the gym, but with my mind. And I think I'm gonna really love that because it's gonna help me with processing. It's gonna help me a lot with many other things. Literally just to live. If I have a stronger mind, I don't know, everything's better. And here I'm gonna work on a mind map and on my technique. Try to apply new things, try to experiment. So yeah, I'm gonna drink this and I'm gonna start working. So let's go start with the time lapse. Alright, it's been 3 hours and 17 minutes. It's 7:45 a.m. I gotta go to school, so right now I'm gonna take a cold shower and cook, and after that I'll get to school. Now, after school, I'm gonna have school again, so I'm basically just gonna show you the meals that I'm having. But at the end of the day, I'm gonna explain everything that I've done today and my whole like thinking process, what I've been doing, basically everything, because right now I do not have time. But yeah, see you in a second. Let's go. Alright, I just came back from school and I'm gonna eat right now. So we got here the little salad with like onion and tomatoes. We have some peanuts over here and we have 12 eggs with sardines. Here we have some salt just in case. And let's go, let's eat this and then I have to go to school again. Back from school and I'm gonna have dinner now. So here's the meal that I cooked in the morning. I just microwaved it and it's basically chicken breast, tomato and onion cooked in butter, and here we have some peanuts and some avocado. And after this I'm gonna be explaining what I've done today. So yeah, see you in a second. Alright, I finished eating and yeah, as I said, let me explain what have I done today. So let me give you a little overview, right? I started by reflecting on my current scheduling mistakes and what is going on, you know, because I'm planning to go to sleep at 8, at 7:30, you know, like pretty early, and then I end up going to sleep at 9 and 10, and that's not good because I mean I don't change my waking up time, like I keep waking up at 4 a.m. and that means today I slept for 5 hours, so that is no good. But the thing that I did, like the worst part, is that I beat myself up for it, and I felt sad about it. And you might think this is like strange. Why is it bad to feel bad about something that's bad? Well, because I could take this in a much better approach, and that's what I was journaling about today. So let me just show you. Oh yeah, you are seeing this. Okay, if we go over here, yeah, it's this reflection, and I realized that I can't be framing this as a failure. I can't be beating myself up for it because that doesn't help me at all. That just makes things worse. So what I'm gonna do from now on, what I'm doing from now on, is just considering framing this as an opportunity for growth and for learning. So when this happens, when I just go to sleep later, or when I'm in the afternoon and I see that I'm gonna go to sleep like really late, I just step back, detach, like logically and unemotionally, just step back and think, why has this happened? Just logically, just observe the situation. I'm not gonna give it power emotionally. I'm not gonna feel sad. I'm just gonna observe it, and that I think helps a lot. As I said here, detach, like switch your mind to finding a solution, not dwelling on my problem, not dwelling on my emotions, on my sad emotions. And that's the mistake that I did yesterday, and because I reflected today, I'm in a much better position now, and that's basically how I like to do stuff. And yeah, another actionable step that I did was just to look more at the calendar in the afternoon. For example, now I can look at my calendar, which is not opened, so 1 second. Okay, so I need to look more at my calendar, you know, because so I can be more aware of what's going on. For example, I should have finished this already. I should have recorded this at 6, but right now it's 7:10 and I haven't recorded yet. I'm still starting. So that's a thing that I need to reflect on tomorrow. Why did this happen? And I already know because I've been responding to a comment for like half an hour, and that's probably not very good. I mean, let's say I did this because I brushed my teeth, I cleaned the kitchen, but you don't care about this, so let me just move on really quick. I'm gonna be reflecting about this tomorrow. Next, what did I do? So I wanted to understand how much work am I gonna need to do. I wanted to get more awareness about how am I gonna start working on SpaceWise and on the coding, in the actual coding. Because for the past like months and weeks, I've been working on learning how to learn, like to learn more effectively, to learn faster. But the thing is, what I'm noticing right now is that I need to just do that, and at the same time I need to start coding, because I'm not, like, it's gonna be the last month and I will have nothing. And this is like a very big mistake of mine. I should have done this a while back, and now I only have 3 months for my MVP because this is like part of a school project. Either way, I'm getting a lot into the weeds of this, but what I did was reflect a little bit on what I want, like to get a bit of clarity on my thoughts, and then I chatted with AI, and I asked about like a breakdown and how much. Actually, let me show you. So I asked this prompt, as you see here. And to be honest, I could probably have reflected a little bit more before and made my own conclusions and made like thought by myself a little bit before I actually did this, because if I had reflected more first, I would train my mind to not fall back into AI and just train my mind to think more, and that's very important for me, to keep my mind strong, keep my mind active, and for the future as well. But second, I could have also gotten more value from these tips, because if I had reflected over it and I could have made my own conclusions first, and then, well, by default this would be much more valuable to me. But either way, what I did was I made my key points. I read all of that and I made some key points. I've learned that. So I have the wrong mindset. I was asking for how many lines of code am I going to have to write. That's not very good. The thing that I need to do is what is necessary for this functionality to give the best value to my user, or to the student in this case of SpaceWise. So then I need to like break down the project in modules, and I need to create some core features. And what I did was what I learned was that I need to create a list of features that I want to add, and then prioritize them with the must-go method. This is basically must-haves, should-haves, could-haves, and want-haves. And I'm gonna show it to you what I did in a second. But then I also learned that I need to, after prioritizing the modules and the functionalities, I need to set kind of like a time frame, or how much time do I think it will take me to implement those functionalities and get them to be fully functional in the app. And then I also learned that I need to multiply that time by 1.5 to 3 times, because uncertainty is big and life happens and many things could go wrong and will probably go wrong, so that's why I need to account for that. Then I need to also set a done criteria, like for each functionality, what does done mean? What does completed mean? Like how does the functionality need to look like for it to be completed? What are the factors, right? And this all seems a bit maybe vague and vague, but I'm gonna just show you an example of what I did today in a second. And then I also learned that I could draw a simple diagram of the user's experience and what they could do, like stuff like that. Okay, and now I'm gonna show you the example. So what I've been doing today at school and at home. Where is it? Oh, it is here. So I basically made a database here in Notion, so I can then prioritize and filter, order by priority level. So I just put here many functionalities or features, the main features, and then I prioritize them, like must, should, could, or want. And the must features, I believe that like the rocket needs to have realistic physics, that the simulation has to be kind of like realistic, has to be useful, has to be also like decent visual quality. Then I need to have an effective learning system, an effective teaching method as well. What is the difference? Well, the learning system, these are like we could say, techniques that help the student learn much better, much faster. Learn, like, they could make the student think in a way that is better for learning, and this way is high order thinking. It's the thinking where you compare and contrast different concepts, where you create a network of concepts, of knowledge. Low order thinking would be just thinking isolated in only one concept and going really deep on that concept. But I've learned that it's much better for learning to go first broad and get a big picture understanding, build the network of knowledge, and then go deep. And then the effective teaching method. This would be, how am I going to present the information to the student? Like, the system are the techniques, but the teaching is the actual information. How am I going to show it? Well, I don't know that yet, so that's why I need to reflect on it, think critically first, and then I could do some research and speak with AI to get some ideas. But I do have some ideas. I've been thinking about it a little bit, and it could be, I mean, I wouldn't like it to be a video that appears. I would like it to be more interactive and more, I don't know. Imagine if a robot appears on the screen and just starts yapping and starts telling you, explaining what's going on the simulation. That would be nice, but there's probably a limitation in the amount of content and the quality of the content that I can show and teach. I don't know that yet. I need to think about it more. Then the database, super important. Of course, it's a must-have. Like, it stores all the data. And then the tabs and the menus have to be functional. They don't have to be pretty, but they do have to be a bit functional. Like, yeah. And then we have some shoots over here and some codes. I'm not gonna explain all of this because this will be a very long video, even though it's already very long. But you see here we have the expected time it takes. I haven't done this yet, but I've categorized this in like t-shirt sizes, and I put it like this. I don't know why I did this. Like, ChatGPT said that it was a good idea, and I did not really think about it much, but I just said I'm gonna try it out and see what happens. And next, what did I do? I started doing the milestones. Here, don't worry, this is like a very big thing. I was getting a bit anxious and I just offloaded my thoughts. I was a bit worried about some things, and here, this was basically a reflection for me, kind of like a reflection where I just put my thoughts down, try to work with them, see what could be my next step on this journey and on this planning. Then I did this goal. So in March 1st, what the hell is this? On March 1st, which is in a month, basically, calendar is here. It's basically like here. It's pretty close, not gonna lie. But yeah, on March 1st, I would wanna have all of this, and on March 1st, I would wanna have the core features actually implemented now and working. That's probably too unrealistic, but I haven't really perfected this yet. I just said, let's do it, let's keep it, and then I can work on top of it. I think that's a very good thing that I did. And then here, what I wanted to do is a functionality breakdown. We got the learning system here, the physics and the rocket movement. And there's probably something else in the database, but the database is actually almost done, to be honest. If you didn't see it, a couple of weeks ago I did a couple of videos where I worked on the database. Oh my god, okay, I think I spoke a lot today, but I think my speaking was clear and I think I'm improving, so that's really good. Anyways, what time is it? 22. Ooh, okay. Recording 15 minutes. Alright, I thought it was more. Anyways, I'm gonna end the video here. Right now, I'm gonna be recording the introduction. Let me just put this like this. I'm gonna be recording the introduction of this video. I'm gonna be also meditating, gratitude journaling, editing the video, rendering the video. I'm gonna do many things, but I'm gonna be meditating and doing all of that while the video renders, because it takes a lot, and I just wanna like take advantage of that time and not just spend it like that waiting, but actually meditate and do these things that I would do before, but now I can just do it and save that time. So I used to record myself meditating, but now I'm just gonna do it while the video renders. So yeah, that's basically it. I'm gonna plan as well, and I'll see you tomorrow in a new day, a new video. Let's see if I can actually get some sleep today, because it's crazy. And yeah, bye bye, have a nice one. This was really fun. I love this. I love my life.